let's get right into this. So this video is about a 17-year-old Amazon side hustle that brings in $409,000 a year. Thinking outside the box. I just did a video on a lady that was making over $140,000 a year selling plants online. Now let's see how this person here is bringing in $409,000 a year.
I have always wanted to be self-employed. I'm really lucky to run a company like Guinea Loft where, these are small pets. Like, this is my passion. I've had these pets forever. I love.
So what I can see off the jump is it has to do with guinea pigs. I'm not sure if she's selling them or what are those? Are those rabbits?
Caring for them. I love seeing
Kind of look like rabbits. No.
customer reviews and just making the best possible product for them. I've actually met a good deal of other young entrepreneurs, but in my immediate friend circle, no one that I know does it. To them, I'm kind of just the guinea pig girl.
It is guinea pigs, okay.
My name is Bella Lynn. I'm 17 years old, and my Amazon side hustle brought in $409,000 in 2023.
Can you believe that? 1 year, $409,000 by being in the guinea pig business. Who would have thought, right? How I made it. Guinea Loft sells products for small pets, including guinea pig cages, bedding, food feeders, and I can't see what's down here.
I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Even from a young age in elementary school, I was always doing various kinds of
She said even from a young age. She's 17. That's funny. Here we go.
startups. I had a small hand knitting business. I did the lemonade stand that all kids do, and I had a slime business in middle school. I was always trying out different ways to bring in little amounts of money.
Bella invested roughly $2,000 from birthday and New Year's gifts to launch Guinea Loft on Amazon. Come on. If that's not a success story, I don't know what is. So think about it. What is one of your main hurdles in starting a new business or a side hustle? The thing I hear a lot is, well, I can't get a loan, or I don't have enough money. Funding is a big issue for people when talking about starting a business. This person invested $2,000 and turned that into a $409,000 a year business.
The idea for Guinea Loft definitely came from first-hand experience, so I would say I'm a veteran guinea pig owner. I had the store-bought cages, and with these cages, issues start to arise I think every guinea pig owner goes through.
Bella felt that traditional guinea pig cages were too small and hard to clean. I see where this is going. Find a problem and solve it.
I decided, hey, this doesn't work anymore. Let me build something by myself. So before I even started thinking about Guinea Loft, I was doing DIY versions of cages in my backyard. I was using materials like crates and bricks and other plastic trays and just trying to mesh together this DIY thing. And from there, I felt that I had pretty much exhausted every other option. So I started to draw up in my notebook designs of what I wanted the ideal guinea pig cage to look like. And that's kind of how I arrived at version 1 of the Guinea Loft cage.
Found a problem and solved it. So her family had connections to a factory in China.
When I first launched Guinea Loft, the reception was not at all what I expected. I wasn't sure if customers were going to take the plunge and try our cage because it was so new. So I didn't put any marketing into the first 100 units. I thought that our product was just going to get buried.
That's the thing with starting a new business, right? You never know how the customers are going to take to your product or service. You don't know if they're going to like it and it's going to catch fire, or if it's just going to die by the wayside.
When I saw that the first 100 units sold out on Amazon, I just knew at that time I had to go all into this.
Today, Bella has a 6-person team at the factory. She expanded the business to include products for rabbits, hamsters, and birds.
Some of Guinea Loft's most important expenses, we have employees on payroll, we have to pay the supply chain workers.
Look at that. Amazon is not playing at all. Look at the Amazon fees here. $186,000 just in Amazon fees.
And then we have to purchase raw materials.
$83,000 in factory expenses, $36,000 in advertising.
All of Guinea Loft's profits are currently being reinvested back into the company.
And that's another thing with starting a legit business, not a side hustle, starting an actual business. You're gonna have a lot of overhead. Just as you saw there, the Amazon fees were crazy high, right? Then you have your employees that you have to pay. You have taxes, you have insurance, you have your lease, wherever, your factory, whatever it is, right? So out of the $409,000, the net profit was 103, which is still not bad. $103,000 net profit from a $2,000 investment.
I decided not to pay myself a cut of Guinea Loft's earnings so far because I'm really lucky to be in a position where that's not something that I need to worry about. I'm lucky to have parents who, they make enough to provide for me. I was thinking if I can take these few $1,000s and work on more R&D.
This is great. All right. This is great. 17-year-old, $409,000 a year business, over $100,000 net profit. But I mean, a lot of us don't have that luxury of having our parents pay our way while we're starting a business, that don't have the luxury of having connections to the business we're trying to start. So the stars kind of lined up for her as far as being able to make $409,000 a year. But still, even with her parents paying for her way and having that connection in China, she still had to come up with the idea. She still had to hustle. She still had to make this product work. She had to sell the product. So props for all that. But I know it's difficult for a lot of us to start a business, especially since we don't have a lifeline, when we're kind of out there floating in the ocean by ourselves. But you can do it. Look at this. $2,000 into $100,000+ a year net profit business. And this is all by thinking outside the box. Again, I talked about when people wanted to start a business, they want to open a restaurant, a food truck, something like that. Somebody might see this and say, you know what, I'm going to start a guinea pig cage business too. Don't just be a copycat. Take what you love, what you like to do, what you have some experience in, and expand on that. Don't go to a saturated market.
I think that that's more worth it than paying myself something that I don't really need.
So far, 2024, Guinea Loft gross sales are nearly $500,000. And the year's not even over yet. The year is not even over yet. I don't know when this video was made, but we are now in September. We haven't even hit Q4 yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they end the year at $1 million in sales.
I'm pretty anxious. Hitting 1 million is going to be huge. I feel that we're going to hit that before 2 years. Juggling being in high school and also doing Guinea Loft is definitely a lot of time, because even when I was...
Come on now. Started this business when she was in high school. Another roadblock I see a lot of people have, and I call it a roadblock, another word you can use for it is excuse, is, well, I can't because I work, right? Here's a perfect example. Still went to high school and started a business. So you can definitely have a full-time job, slowly phase in your side hustle, turn it into an actual legit small business, phase out your full-time job into your small business job, right? You don't have to do it. You don't have to go dramatic and quit your day job and have no income coming in. Now you have to make that small business work, right? You can do it in phases, but the important thing is to start. Don't procrastinate and don't make excuses.
I was in school, I'm easily doing 20 to 25 hours a week working on this. I definitely was thinking about possibly taking a gap year to work on Guinea Loft, but ultimately I decided not to do that and to enter and then graduate in the class of 2028. At just $65, the Guinea Loft is a refreshing solution.
$65, that's not bad. I remember buying I think it's called a terrarium, for my daughter's chameleon, and it was over like $100, and it was just a box of glass.
Purchasing our first acrylic laser cutter. We had issues a few months ago where our products were consistently out of stock and we weren't really estimating the shipping cycles correctly. So that's definitely aided a lot in, number one, our stock issues. And then another thing is that all of these new cages that I said got released recently, it's all thanks to the acrylic laser cutter that we were able to test multiple versions and then get that V1 out.
So that's it. $409,000 in 1 year, $500,000 year to date. 17-year-old, crazy. If that's not motivation, I don't know what is. If you like the video, again, please consider subscribing. This is my second video recording on my phone, doing videos like this. I kind of like this format because it's not really edited that much. Turned the camera on and started recording. So if you want to see more content like this, let me know. Thanks for watching. Links in the description. See you next time. See if this coffee's still hot. Damn, that's cold. And I have my, what is this called? Best mom ever mug. I couldn't find this one, my Spurs mug, and I just saw it earlier today, so I had to use my best mom ever mug. Well, it's not my mug, but yeah. And then the sound, I don't know how the sound is. We'll see.